Hi, today we are going to be painting some winterscapes using different values. So first we need to paint our background. So we're going to do a white circle. That's going to be the moon. So go ahead and paint the white in the middle. Then you're going to have one dab of your color, whatever color you choose for the background, one dab plus white. And that's going to be the lightest value, okay? And you're going to blend that right over the white. And you can overlap the white a little bit. It makes it even a little lighter. Now you're going to add another dab. So one more dab plus that blue you already had makes it a little bit darker. So each ring you're going to add one more dab. And you're going to notice that your color is going to start to get a darker value. One more dab, and then I painted around that. And you can always add a little bit more if you find that your ring looks too much like the color you just painted. You can add a little bit more of that color. And then what I do when I get to the edges is I'm just going to do blue by itself. So I went all the way from white all the way to blue. So it gets darker all the way until it's blue all by itself. And that is my circular value scale. Now that I have the background paint, I'm going to let that dry, and it'll look like that when it's all finished. Once my piece is dry, I can begin with the next step. So let's go ahead and do some practice trees. To do a Christmas tree, you just do something called stippling. You stipple a whole triangle using a big thick brush. To do straight tree, you just do the trunk, straight line, and then you take a skinny brush and you do skinny lines like the letter, kind of like the letter V. So you're going to make a line, make another line, and just create lines coming from lines. Lines, coming out of lines, everywhere lines. There we go. Next you're going to do the trunk again with the big brush, and then you can take a small brush to do swirls. Kind of like you're making a bunch of like number 6s or number 9s coming from each other. And you can make them as swirly as you want. You can have swirls coming from swirls if you want. Make them as big as you want. So choose one of those trees to do on your paper. You can choose any of them, doesn't matter. I'm going to go with the pine tree. So I'm going to take my thick brush and I'm going to dab in rows that get smaller and make little triangles. And it's okay if you leave some spaces because it almost looks like there's like air going in between your branches, and that's okay. And if you want to put some smaller ones in the background, that would look good because we know that when things go farther back in space, they get smaller. And things that are up close look bigger. So your trees closest to us at the bottom of the page are going to be really big. Now you're going to take the back of your brush and dip it in white paint, and you're going to put your snow all around your pictures. This gives your trees a little time to dry. So go ahead and add your snow. Once you're done with your snow, and your snow could be in different sizes, you're going to take a cotton ball or a big brush again and just stipple and blot all over the bottom of your paper, and that's going to be the ground, the snowy ground. And it's okay if a little black gets in there because it'll just look like different values like shadows on the ground. So that's okay. I don't think you messed up if you did that. You just kind of cover the ground, and once you like the way it looks, you're finished. Here are some other finished examples of painted trees that students or myself have done. I love how messy sometimes the snow can get. It almost looks like a blizzard if you get messy with it. Here's another great one. You can really do a range of sizes of your trees if you want. Swirly ones or straight ones. They don't all have to look like. You can add some snow in the trees too, so it looks like snow is sitting on your trees. And that is how you make a value winterscape. Enjoy!